So guys, let us look at the playoff match between Nigeria and Gabon. And then at Africa just needs one representative. Africa just needs one representative because already 9 countries has qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and then one country is needed as a result of the withdrawal of Eritrea. Then right now there should be a makeup for it. Then 4 countries are eligible to participate in these playoffs. That's based in African setting. For CAF, 4 countries will be participating. Where we have Nigeria, we have Cameroon, we have Congo DR, and then we have Gabon. These are the 4 countries that are participating in this playoff. So on Thursday, Nigeria will be facing Gabon, 5 p.m. Nigeria time, and then UK time you have 4 p.m. Then after which any country that wins will then play the final. So right now it is like final. Every match is like final now. Once we fail to win, you are knocked out immediately. So Nigeria has to win Gabon. Then after winning Gabon, they will either face Cameroon or they face DR Congo. That's how it is right now for them to be the African representative for the next World Cup, which will be taking place in 2026. So right now, this is how it is being arranged. Nigeria comes first in FIFA ranking. Nigeria is first. After Nigeria, you have Cameroon. After Cameroon, you have DR Congo. Then after DR Congo, that is where you get Gabon. So this thing is picked in a way that the first in FIFA ranking we play against the last in FIFA ranking. And then the second in FIFA ranking, we play against the third in FIFA ranking. So that was how Nigeria ended up having a Gabon as their first match of the playoff. So once either Nigeria or Gabon wins this playoff, then they will be playing another one, either against Cameroon or against DR Congo. That's the standing of things right now. And then based on African ranking and also FIFA ranking, Nigeria is being ranked fifth best country in terms of football in Africa, fifth best country, and then Gabon is 17th. And then also world ranking, Nigeria is being ranked at 41. That's FIFA ranking 41, and then Gabon is ranked at 77. So that's to tell you that Nigeria is ahead of both Gabon, DR Congo, and even Cameroon, which makes Nigeria to be most qualified. So the extent that Nigeria right now, we just have to win against Gabon and win either DR Congo or Cameroon for them to be eligible to play any other country in the intercontinental playoff. That's how it is due to their port, their import trade, due to their port now. That's how it has helped them. So Nigeria just need to be serious and then win against Gabon. Then after Gabon, they will play against either Cameroon or DR Congo. Then they should be waiting for just one match so that they will qualify. If Nigeria succeeds in beating or winning their next 2 matches, like I said already, everything right now is just like final. You have to win for you to continue. If they succeed in winning these 2 matches, it then means that they are the playoff representative of Africa. Playoff representative of Africa. Then it is then left for them to go intercontinentally. Once they win that one, then Nigeria will book their spot in the next FIFA World Cup. So after that, in this video, we are going to look at players that Nigeria, that Super Eagles should look out for, the possible lineups, and then what can be done for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to win this very match. But before we continue, please support me by subscribing to this channel and also let me know your opinion in the comment section and sharing this very particular post. Let us continue. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Gabon, they have actually met 9 times. Out of those 9 times, Nigeria won them 5 times. They have 3 draws, and then they lost against Gabon once. And then Nigeria doesn't play against Gabon all that often. They last played against Gabon in 2006, in which Nigeria won them 2-0. And then the only time that Gabon won Nigeria was in 1989. That's far back ago, like many years ago. That time itself, my father still dey go after my mother self. So it's been long, 1989. And then in that year, they actually won the Super Eagles of Nigeria 2-1. And that was the only time that Gabon succeeded in winning the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Other ones were just 3 draws between the year 1965 down to 1994, 1995. Understand? Before 2000. That was when they had their draw. But the only year that Gabon won Nigeria was in 2000, was in 1989, which is far back. And then the last time that they met was during preparation of 2006 World Cup that Nigeria won them 2-0. Then after that, we're also going to look at some of the players that need to be watched. You understand? Some of you know that Nigeria shouldn't just look down on this team. Oh. They shouldn't just look down on Gabon because Gabon has wonderful players. They have fantastic players, creative players, dynamic players that has good movement. Let us forget the fact that on newspapers, it will seem that the Super Eagles of Nigeria are actually better than the players of Gabon on the pages of newspaper. But based on reality and based on action, these people might be a thorn on the flesh of Nigeria players. I'm honestly confessing to you because these people, they have good players, that they are wonderful players in Gabon, and then they are highly experienced. And then many of their players, let's say their key players are already in their 30s. And then this should be the last opportunity that they have for them to qualify their country into the next World Cup in which they want to play. So it is not going to be an easy game for the Super Eagles. Just like many of you are thinking that is it not just Gabon, that Gabon is a small nation, that it will be an easy ride for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. No, it might not really be so because they have experienced footballers. They have a good midfield. Then the only thing that might hinder them from crossing over Nigeria is that Gabon as a team doesn't have that strength. They don't have that ability. Like their confidence gets low once they're playing against a big nation. If you look at the countries that they played in this World Cup qualification, you will see Burundi, you will see Kenya, you will see Gambia, and then you also have Ivory Coast. And then other clubs, other countries that they played against, they succeeded in winning all of them, except Ivory Coast. Okay, they played 10 matches, they have one draw, they lost one, and then they won 8. Can you just imagine? Coming from Gabon, out of 10 matches, they succeeded in winning 8. They lost one. That one that they lost was against Ivory Coast, and then they drew one. That's a good performance. That's a good performance, and a more reason why the Super Eagles of Nigeria should not think that this is just going to be an easy game. Though the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they have this ability of playing under pressure. Under pressure, you will see them getting results. That's the history of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Once results are needed, you will see them doing the right thing and then getting the result for you. But even at that, they should also know that there are some Gabon players that are highly experienced, and then this is their last chance that they have to qualify their nation into the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So they are going to give in the much they can to make sure that they achieve that, which is why Nigeria should not really undermine them. They should come fully prepared for this game. They should be fully and very well prepared for this game. So here are some of the players, that is Gabon players, that we should look out for. You have Aubameyang. Yes, I know that many of you, the only Gabon player that you know is Aubameyang, but there are still other fantastic players in that team that can cause havoc to Nigeria defense and also Nigeria midfield. But the only person that many of us here knows here is just Aubameyang. And then outside Aubameyang, we also have wonderful players that are younger and that are doing well. So after we have Aubameyang all along during this World Cup qualification matches, he scored 7 goals. Yes, he scored 7 goals, though some of them were penalty. And also know that this guy is a one-time African best player. And then outside that, he played for Arsenal where he scored many goals. And also he's currently playing for Marseille where he's still scoring goals. He even scored against Brest the other day. So don't think that Aubameyang is already at 6 years old, that he has worn out, that there is nothing left in Aubameyang again. There are still much things that you can get in Aubameyang. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria need to tighten up their shoelace so that they can face what Aubameyang has in store for him. Because the guy, even though he's aging, but he's highly potent. He's highly potent. He can produce results a whole lot. Then after Aubameyang, you also have Denis Bouanga that plays in MLS. In this World Cup qualification for Gabon, he has 8 goals. He even has scored Aubameyang himself. He has 8 goals without any penalty goal. That's to tell you how good he is. And then he plays in MLS, and also he plays in the left flank, that is left wing. And also, sometimes he forms a double barrel striker with Aubameyang. So depending on the formation, he can play as a left winger and at the same time play as a striker alongside Aubameyang. That is when the coach of Gabon, that's Thiago, decides to play him as an attacker alongside Aubameyang. So he too is also good. Denis Bouanga. Then we also have Marel Lemina. Marel Lemina plays for Galatasaray. That's Victor Osimhen's teammate. He plays for Galatasaray too. And then he has played for Juventus, and also he has played for Wolves. And then he plays as a central midfielder. And then he scored the last goal against Burundi. That's to tell you that this guy is good. Imagine a player that has played for Juventus and also played for Wolves, and right now he's currently playing for Galatasaray alongside Victor Osimhen. I not see it now. So he's also a good player. And after him, we have Boel Kanga. Boel Kanga plays as a midfielder, and he's the oldest player in that team. Boel Kanga, and then he has the highest number of assists as Gabon has been playing this World Cup qualification. He has the highest number of assists for the team, where he provided 5 assists, and then many of them came from corner kicks. That's to tell you that the guy is good in playing corner kicks. Understand? He's good in playing corner kicks, and then he has the highest number of assists, 5 assists. That's in 10 matches that Gabon played. He provided 5 assists. Another person that is also good in the team is Antonio Oyono. This one, he's a right back, and then he has this dynamic movement. And if care is not taken, it will be very, very easy for him to provide assist, for him to supply ball to Aubameyang and Denis Bouanga, because he's so good at that. And then the Super Eagles of Nigeria should be mindful of him. So these are the few players that is in the team of Gabon, which might cause trouble to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So you are getting the point now. And then again, it's also important that we should look at whether Nigeria will be able to cross them, and then what can be done so that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will end this match in a successful way. Because that is the hope of every Nigeria. Nigeria is being seen as the best, as the favorite to win, even in the world. And then that's why they are being ranked ahead of all these countries that are playing the playoffs. So it is expected that Nigeria should win Gabon. Like I said already, Nigeria is just better than these people when it comes to newspapers, and also when you what those things that you see in the internet. That is where the Super Eagles of Nigeria is better than them. But in reality, it is not really so. It is not really so. They have a bunch of experienced players in that team. So for Nigeria, for Super Eagles to win these people now, one is that Nigerian defense should avoid anything like high line, playing high line. Nigerian defense should avoid it by all means. In fact, Eric Chile should not even think of it because of the pace of Aubameyang. Kevin Bassey is not all that fast, though he's good. He's a good defender. But in terms of pace, you can't compare his speed with that of Aubameyang. So Nigeria should avoid playing anything like high line. We shouldn't be talking about Ekong. Ekong is finishing already. In terms of pace, he doesn't have it again. So high line will not help the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And then Frederick too. You can't really tell now. Anything can still happen. So anything that has to do with high line, the Super Eagles of Nigeria should forget it because of the pace of Bouanga and also the that of Emerick Aubameyang. So that is one thing that they need to do for them to cross over these people successfully. Then after that, you also have it that things like mistakes and errors should be avoided, like totally avoided. Look at some of those goals that Nigeria conceded during this World Cup qualification stages. Many of those goals is either Ekong is making mistake or Nwabali is making mistake. I'm not getting the point. It's either mistake is coming from Nwabali or is coming from Ekong, which is what the Super Eagles of Nigeria does not need right now. Any form of mistake should not happen. It shouldn't happen because Nigeria is already used to making mistakes that leads to goal. Even the one that they played against, it should be against it's not Benin Republic. The match that they played before that of Benin Republic, Tama Bali made a mistake which led to a goal. The other one was Ekong making a mistake which led to a goal. The other one was an own goal scored by Ekong. So there should be no form of errors or mistake at all. And I feel that the coach will be able to take care of that. Then again, these people should make use of their wings. We have Chukwueze, we also have Simon Moses. These people can produce good crosses to Victor Osimhen. And then I trust Victor Osimhen that he can do it very well. So if that formation that Nigeria adopted against Benin Republic, if they can make good use of it again, it is going to be easy for them to win. Make use of the flank, provide good crosses for Victor Osimhen. Then Victor Osimhen is that man that is clinical enough. Once the chances are coming, trust Victor Osimhen, you'll be finishing them. And another thing that is very, very important, due to the experience of these players, Gabon players in the midfield, I don't really advise that J.U.D should be in that central midfield. No, he shouldn't do that. He should be up front a bit, like playing the number 8. He should be up front a bit. So that we have Onyedika and Wilfred Ndidi. They should sit in that midfield. Because these people, they are more energetic. They are more athletic compared to that of Alex Iwobi. Iwobi should be in the midfield. But him being in the midfield is a kind of, not a kind of stabilizing himself there. Rather, he should be going to provide support for Victor Osimhen. If need be, he goes front. If need be, he withdraws. I think it will be more balanced that way if they can do it that way. Because of the technicality of Morel Lamina, he's very good. He's a fantastic midfielder playing for Galatasaray. You also have Goel Kanga, another good midfielder again. So if Onyedika and Wilfred Ndidi can take care of that midfield, believe you me, Nigeria will be achieving good results in this match. Like they will be achieving a fantastic result in this match. And then another important thing is Ekong not starting the match. Yes, I don't really know the mind of the coach, but I don't really want Ekong to start the match anymore. You understand? He should be sharing the players from the bench, providing moral support for the players from the bench. But him starting, I think he's aging, and then his legs, to a reasonable extent, cannot carry him again. There was a time that Ekong was good, but at this juncture, I feel that he shouldn't play. You understand? He shouldn't play. And then Awazim too should be introduced because Ola Aina is injured. Aina will not be playing. I think he's still coming back from injury, but he's not all that fully fit. He's not all that fully fit. So right now, he shouldn't be starting. So he's totally out of the picture. And then Ajayi Samuel, yes, the one that plays for one Turkish league. I can't even remember the club that he plays for. He too, he's not all that fit now. So Awazim should come in and do the job on their behalf. Frederick should play with Kevin Bassey. Both of them should play together. As we already know, Ajayi is not available. Ajayi will not be playing. I think he's suspended, so he's not really available. So if these people can make good use of this back line and then have a strong midfield, I always trust Victor Osimhen. That of Victor Osimhen is never going to be the issue. The issue there is that will they be supplying him? Will they be able, like of Samuel Chukwueze, Moses Simon, Alex J.U.D, can they really do the supply? Once the supply is being done, forget it. Victor Osimhen will do the job perfectly well for you. You already trust him. So you can take to the comment section and then tell us how many goals that you think are Super Eagles of Nigeria will be scoring these people. Therefore, me, I'll say that it is going to end in 3-1 because there is no way you'll be telling me that Buanga and Aubameyang will not be able to score goal. I'm not saying that is happening. But even if they score, I still feel that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will outscore them. Understand? So for me, I'll say that it will be ending in a 3-1 win in the favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So let us know what you think based on the scoreline between Nigeria and Gabon, match that will be taking place in Rabat at Morocco.